Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about kill kits. Now this might not be a term that's familiar with a lot of people, but for backpack hunters this is kind of a critical piece of gear. So in the old days, backpacks typically had a lot more compartments and pockets, and people had everything compartmentalized. But now with the newer versions or newer generation of packs, it's typically just a larger compartment with fewer pockets and pull-out bags like this. So today we're just going to be going through what's in my kill kit and checking all that out. But what is a kill kit to start with? So basically this is a little kit that I keep in my backpack, and every time I get an animal down, this is the first thing I pull out of my backpack, and it's got everything I need in it, tags, knives, gloves, etc. And it's basically everything I need to process an animal in one convenient pouch in my backpack. And so let's open this up and go through what's in mine. And before we get started here, I guess this bag, it's a medium Kifaru pull-out bag, if you're wondering what size it is. And you can go on their website and check out the dimensions of it, but basically it's about the length of a knife. So we'll just go ahead and open it up. So first thing in my kit here, I've got my backup knife. Now don't keep my primary knife in here. I keep my primary knife in another pocket in my pack where it's more accessible, but I keep my second knife, my backup knife, in there. Now the next thing I keep in here is my tags. Most places require you to tag your animal as soon as you get it. So tags, firearm licenses, etc., whatever you need in terms of keeping yourself legal. So that's always in there. Now the other thing, so here's just a baggie, but what's in here is nitrile gloves. Now a lot of people prefer just to use their bare hands, which is totally fine. I usually just use mine as well. But the reason why I like the nitrile gloves, or the white rubber gloves, whatever you're going to use in the kit, is because when it's cold out, which typically is where, or when I'm hunting or where in the places I go, you put these on and it keeps your hands dry. So you're not getting blood on them. And that in turn helps keep your hands much warmer when your hands actually aren't wet and the wind's not drying them out. So I actually do prefer to wear these if it's going to be below freezing. Just for that fact, I've found it makes a huge difference keeping your hands actually warm. So that's a little tip if you're doing any cold weather hunting and your hands are perpetually cold. Let's try putting a pair of those gloves on to keep their hands dry. All right, now this is probably, besides a knife, one of the most important items in my kill kit, and that is my bone saw. So if you are backpack hunting, you're pretty much going to be breaking this animal down, deboning it preferably, and packing the whole thing out. And if this is a great saw for cutting brisket or any kind of bones that you need to cut with it. This one's a Gerber. They're not that expensive, $10, $20 maybe. You can get these small ones, Bass Pro, Cabela's, those kind of places. They're very, very handy, don't weigh a whole lot, but are definitely worth having in your kill kit here. All right, now next thing, these are, I guess, the bum wipes, flushable wipes, whatever you want to call them. Now, these I usually carry one or two. There's like 5, 10 of these in a little package. And what these are handy for is if you get excessively dirty, you do need to clean up. You can wipe your hands off, or if your knives are really bad and you want to wipe them down a little bit in the field, and you wipe them down. The other thing these are really handy for too is if you're going to take some field photos and say blood got all over the antlers or the horn, or say it's a white haired animal like a dull sheep, and you want to clean the blood off the fur a little bit, you just wipe it down with these and this will clean it up pretty decently just use a couple of them. Just make sure you pack all your garbage out before you leave, but they come in very handy. I never go without having some of these in my pack. All right, now the other thing I keep in here, Kleenex. And most people would think, okay, that's an odd thing to carry in a kill kit, but what I use this for specifically is for field photos. So if you lung shot an animal, chances are it's going to be bleeding out of its nose and whatnot. So if you get a couple little pieces of Kleenex, stuff it up the nostril, stop the blood from coming out, just makes for a nicer field photo. But that's really the purpose of these. Plus, if it is cold out and your nose is running, you got a chance to blow your nose while you're getting your animal processed. And last but not least, garbage bags. So I keep several large garbage bags rolled up, tied up with a elastic in my kit. And the reason I do that, there's a few reasons actually. Number one, if you don't have a clean area to be working on your animal, sometimes you can roll out a garbage bag to lay the meat on while you're processing things. The other reason I carry a bunch of these bags is for packing out. So once I cut an animal up, I'll often put certain cuts of meat in certain bags, just so I've got it kind of organized a little bit. And it also keeps your backpack from getting super bloody or soaking through. A lot of people don't care if their backpack gets dirty. I don't really care, but when you've got a fresh kill, blood just drains and you'll end up soaking wet from it bleeding out. So I usually put the meat in a bag, assuming it's cold enough to do so, and that really helps keep your pack cleaner and just makes for a little tidier pack out, that's for sure. But anyways, so that's all I've got in my kill kit. If you guys have other stuff that you keep in yours, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys carry. I find this has served me well over the past many years, so that's really all I carry in it. Doesn't weigh that much. All fits into one of these medium-size Kifaru pull-out bags, and I'd love to know what you guys take in your kill kit. Leave what you guys pack in the comments below, and make sure you give the video a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.